So let's go to the document. I've completed installing Docker installation all machine, installing kubeadm, kubelet, and kubectl. So where we have to go? We have to go to that previous page, go down. Here you can see installing kubeadm, kubelet, and kubectl. So you just have to follow. See, there's three tabs, which is for Ubuntu, one is for CentOS, and one is for Fedora. So I'll go with Ubuntu because I am using the Ubuntu boxes. So here I paste it, and then GPG key and to add. Okay, now sudo go to update. Install. Now installation is progress because I have already installed it. So here it's giving newly installed 0. So in your case you will see the three packages will install here. So don't be worried about it. Oh, sorry. Clear. Clear. Now once the installation is completed, now you have to hold that kubeadm. It's already on hold. Okay, now it is the things which is prerequisite things which is installed. Now I have to configure kubeadm. So here you can see, you further detail, please read kubeadm init with configuration file. So I'll go to that page. One second, where is that? Yeah, kubeadm init. I have to use to initialize our cluster. So before initializing our cluster, we need to make the cluster master as a, who will the master in your cluster. So what I'll do, I'll use this option API advertise address. The IP address that API server will advise, it is listening on. I have to declare which node have to listen as a master. So go to the kubeadm init and use this option and then pass the IP of that 192.168.31.140. Click on it. Hit the enter. So now it's trying to validate, looking for the ports. It's running pre-flight checks. Okay, the port 6443 is in use, 1029 is in use. Okay, what it mean? It means my cluster which is already using those ports. So what I'll do, I'm going to kube because I have installed it earlier, so I haven't rebooted it. So I have to remove those setups what I did earlier. So you have to use kubeadm reset. The kubeadm reset will do the mm, restore your machine as previous state. Whatever the configuration you have, click on yes. Whatever the configuration that already exists on your server for Kubernetes, it will reset everything. So now it is resetted. Now I'm using now kubeadm API server. Guys, always remember, use kubeadm reset instead of removing any file or restarting services. Right? See, you are seeing here using this port 192.168.31.140. It is listening on Kubernetes master will listening on this IP. See, certificate and IPs. Right now it looking for the kubelet. It is checking the kubelet status, and now it's creating config map for kubelet. Yeah, your cluster is just configured. Let's create before you going to type kubectl get nodes, you have to do these prerequisites first. mkdir-p cube. Yes, because I already inherited, so I have to override this one. Now it's good. Now it's completed here. Or always remember this token. This token will use for to join node in a cluster. So this is the master node, and if you need to add, I will add it later. If you need to add um worker node in the master, you have to join with this command. This is the token. You do not need to remember, but because you can get another way as well, these tokens. But if you are the first time, just copy these things, or let's copy this thing and use on the another node. So what I'm doing here, I have already installed it. So first I will do kubectl reset. Okay, now it's done. Let's join it. I click the kubectl join. Okay, so kubectl get nodes. See the master which is ready, role is master 171. This node is not yet ready, so this is completed. I have joined the node. Let's check again. Yes, both nodes are ready. Getting here. So basically Kubernetes uh, using their own networking, but you have mandatory to install webnet kind of third-party overlay network. So the pods here, which is on master, or pods in that worker node, should interact with overlay network. So what I'll do, I'll go here, just type webnet Kubernetes install. So you have to run webnet with Kubernetes, just one line. So you have to copy this line and run on master node. See, it's running. So what it will create, everything which is in pod format in Kubernetes. So if you will see kubectl get nodes, it's ready. Okay, now kubectl get pods, no resources found in default namespace, but we have resources. kubectl get namespaces ns. See, these are the namespaces under that. So I will go with Kubernetes system. So kubectl get pods, kubesystem. Oh, sorry, hyphen namespace. Namespace. Oh, sorry, spelling mistake. See, here kube API is the pod, kube controller manager as a pod, kube proxy as a pod, webnet just created here. See the webnet which is created now. So basically in Kubernetes, everything which is working in a pod, it will create internal pod under namespace kube system. So if you want to um, that's the reason we are installing the kubelet here. Kubelet interact with API server, but it API server itself in pods. So how can they interact? So that's the reason in the master server need kubelet as well. So let's create one pod here to test our cluster. ls-lrt. I created under a test. I'm in some files here. So my first cube, my first pod. Where is my first pod? Yeah, here is my first pod. Let's see what's in there. It's nothing. It's API version v1 kind pod. I'm creating my app, labeling them, and it's using image love learn web server 1. So uh, over kubectl create -app I need to provide the file name, my first pod dot yml. Yeah, you can see my pod is created. So how can I check it? kubectl get pods container is creating. So we can also see the description how it is going on. So describe my app. Sorry, pod. I need to specify pod, then my app. Oh, sorry, spelling mistake, I think. Describe. See, these scheduled, pulled, created, started. See, these are the life cycle of that pod as well. You can see clear kubectl get pods running on which node. I have to check -o wide. It's running on node 1. This is my worker node. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Please keep me comment on it if you have any issues. Thank you.